the other day, we were discussing this story, and I realized that you and I had different visions of the protagonist, Rachel. So talk for a minute about how you viewed her.
I thought she was perhaps snotty, spoiled, kind of used to having everything her way, and maybe a little cliquey. Like she was a popular girl who looked down on other kids.
So what was some of the evidence in the text that made you think that?
The part where she was putting the sweater on, I don't know which paragraph that was in. Right here. When I put one arm through one sleeve of the sweater that smells like cottage cheese, and then the other arm through the other, and stand there with my arms apart like the sweater hurts. I get that it was gross, but I feel like she was kind of being a drama queen. And even back when she talked about the girls being stupid, I think you said you thought that they were bullies because of that. You assumed they were bullies when it said, maybe because I'm skinny, maybe because she doesn't like me, that stupid Sylvia Saldivar says, I think it belongs to Rachel. You thought she was being bullied by those girls, and I thought maybe they were being even.
Right.
To them.
Right. So I disagreed with some of what you were saying because I think when I think about girls who are like mean girls, if they're cliquey, if they're snotty, they don't usually seem to have a problem telling people how they feel about stuff. And in this story, on the very first page, when Miss Price holds it up and says, "Whose is this?" everybody says, "Not mine, not me." And then when Sylvia says it's hers, she has a really hard time trying to tell the teacher that it's not hers. And then even after that, she's just thinking in her head, "It's not mine, not mine, not mine." The other interesting thing is that you and I talked about how prior knowledge makes us see the story in a different way.
Yep, I remember that.
And I know Sandra Cisneros as an author, not personally, but I know that she is Hispanic American, and I know that she writes about a lot of Hispanic Americans. And some of the names, like Rachel isn't necessarily a name that is, but Sylvia Saldivar, and what was the other girl's name at the very end? Phyllis Lopez. Made me also think then that Rachel probably was too, and I know that when she wrote about them, it was because they were in the minority, and I feel like a girl who's like in the minority in her classroom might not be the kind of girl that you pictured in your head when she read. Which doesn't mean...
And I can see that because I did not have any other works by this author to compare it to. I can see how that kind of influences your decisions.
Right. It also, I think, helps to... I think it's good for us to share our different points of view about her because we probably know girls, or even not just necessarily girls, but students who acted like Rachel. Like when Rachel had the sweater and she pushed it over like she